welcome to all. This is Pushpa Rani, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, MLR Institute of Technology. Today I am going to discuss about the important topic in discrete mathematics, tautology. So in this class we are going to discuss about what is meant by tautology and examples whether the given preposition is a tautology or not, then what are the differences between tautology, contradiction and contingency. These are the topics we are going to discuss in this lecture. First, we are going to discuss about what is meant by tautology. What is the definition of tautology? A tautology in maths, or it is a prepositional logic, is a compound statement. What is meant by compound statement? The compound statements means it consisting of two prepositions and it is to be connected with the help of connective symbol. It is a compound statement. The compound statement always returns true. The truth value is true for any compound preposition. Then that statement is called as a tautology. So simply we can say that the compound preposition returns a truth value as true for all the inputs, then it is called as a tautology. So whatever it may be, whether it is a P or it may be negation P, the compound statement returns the truth value as true, then it is called as a tautology. The opposite of tautology is called as contradiction, or it may be fallacy. So that is nothing but it is always false. So look at this example. Here it is a combinations. P value is true, false. Some values are true, some values are false. Then it is a combination of true and false. Then it is called as a contingency. Consider this compound statement P and negation P. It is a false for both two statements. For two rows, it returns as a false value. For this compound statement, it returns as a false value. Then it is called as a contradiction, or we can say that it is a fallacy. Always it returns as a false value for the given input. For example, if you consider P or negation P. So input is true, false, or it may be false, true, whatever the combination, but the compound statement returns the true value for all the combinations, then it is called as a tautology. Then what is the definition of tautology? The combination of any inputs, that may be true, false, or it is a false, true. The truth table returns the true value for all combinations of input, then it is called as a tautology. Next, let us discuss some example whether the preposition is a tautology or not. What is the definition of tautology? For any combinations of input. Any combination of input. That may be true, false, or it may be false, true, or it may be true, true, or it is false, false. For any combination of input, the truth value is true. The entire table, the entire all rows returns the true value as true. Then it is called as a tautology. Now we need to verify whether the given statement is a tautology or not. So what is the statement? P or Q implies P. That is the statement. So there are two prepositions. Then how many number of rows that are present in the truth table? 4 rows. What are those combinations? True, true is the first combination. True, false, false, true, and false, false. The truth table consisting of 4 rows. Next, perform the operation of P or Q. P or Q returns false if both prepositions are false. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a true value only. True, 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 false, true, false, true, also true, false, false, false. For only this combination, it returns as a false. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a true value. Next, take P. Okay, take P. That means P or Q is the first one, implies P. First consider this preposition is the first one. For this, you have to apply the P. Then what conditional statement returns? Conditional statement returns false if it is the first preposition is true, second preposition is false, it returns false. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a true value. Let us look at the same thing. P or Q is true true and true. It returns as a true value. Next, true, true. Then true. Next, true, false. For only this combination, for true, false only, it returns as a false value. False value. Here, false, then false. It returns as a true value. Observe the last column of the truth table. In this last column of the truth table, one value is false. Okay, one value is false. Remaining are true. It is not a tautology. The final column of the truth table returns as a true for all the combinations. Then it is called as a tautology. But here there is a combination of true and false are there. So if it is a combination of true and false, then it is called as a contingency. Some values are true, some values are false, then we can say that it is a contingency. Let us consider one more example, whether it is a tautology or not. So consider there are two prepositions, one is P, another one is Q. There are two combinations through prepositions. Number of rows in the truth table is 4. 4 rows. First combination is true, true. Second combination is true, false. Third combination is false, true. And fourth combination is false, false. First observe P or Q. P or Q returns false if both prepositions are false. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a true value. So that is true, 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 false, true, then false, true is true, false, false is false. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a true value. Now we need to perform the operation between Q to P or Q. Q to P or Q. So in the case of Q tends to P or Q, conditional statement returns false if the first statement is true, second preposition is false, then only it returns false. For all the remaining cases, it returns as a true value only. Now, true, true returns as a true value, false, true, it returns as a true value, true, true, true only, false, false, true only. Observe the last column of the truth table. Here, for all the combinations means true, 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 false, or it is a false, true, false, false. For all the combinations, the final column of the truth table returns true, then it is a tautology. Then it is a tautology. Okay, the second one is a tautology. Now take one more example with the three prepositions. Here there are three prepositions. One is a P, another one is Q, another one is R. Okay, P, Q, R. There are three prepositions P, Q, R. The number of rows in the truth table is 8 rows. Okay, so please remember first column is like 4 to 1. 4 to 1 because there is a 0 to 7 rows. We need to consider total 8 rows. 4 to 1, that means first 4 values are true, then next 4 values are false. Here the combination of 2 means true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. Then only one combination means true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So total we can form 8 combination. First we need to perform the innermost preposition. The innermost preposition we need to take first, that is Q tends to R. Q tends to R returns false. When it returns false, the first combination is true, second combination is false, it returns as a false. For all the remaining cases, it returns as a true value. Here Q tends to R means concentrate only on the Q or prepositions. True, true, true only. True, false is a false operation. False, true is a true. False, false is a true. Then true, 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 false, false. Then false, true is true. False, false is true. Okay. Now, after completion, then we need to add P. P and Q tends to R. We know what is Q tends to R. For this Q tends to R, apply the P operation. For this Q tends to R, apply the P. It is a AND operator. It is a AND operator. P and Q returns false if any one of the preposition is true, or if any one of the preposition is false, it returns as a false, or both prepositions are false, it returns as a false. Only both are true, then only it returns true. For all the remaining combinations, it returns as a false value. Observe the truth table. P and Q tends to R. This is the operation. This is the first one. This is the second one we need to consider. Then first 1 and 2. 1 and 2. True, true, true only. True, false, false only. Then true, true, true only. Then true for true, true only. False, true is false. Then false, false is false. False, true is false. False, true is false. That is 1 and 2. Whatever the result you are going to get, up to this part is completed. Still there is a one more statement is left. That is a conditional statement. So already we got the result. 1 and 2 we already got the result. This will be considered as a 3. Then for this one, 3, we need to take P. P as 1. Okay. For this there is a conditional statement called 3 conditional 1. So 3 conditional statement returns false. The first preposition is true, second preposition is false, it returns false. For all the remaining cases, it returns as a true value. True, true, true only. Then, so true, false, it returns as a false. Okay. So true, false, it returns as a false value. Here it is a false. Because true, then false, it returns as a false value. Then true, true, true only. Then true, true, true only. False, true, false, false. Okay. False, false is true only. False, false is true. Then false, false, true. False, false is true. For only one combination, it returns as a false. So it contains the combination of true as well as false value. Here it is a first combination is true. Then third one is false. Okay. But we are going to perform this third operation is first. This is a conditional statement. So it is a false true. So no issue. False true is true only. So the total table consisting of all the true values for any combination. For any combinations it returns as a true value. Then it is called as a tautology. The given preposition is a tautology because the final column of the truth table returns as a true value for all the combinations of given inputs. So it is called as a tautology. Now some rules are there. Okay, from these rules we need to define some algebraic rules. P or negation P is always true. Okay, that means P or negation P is always true. Then P and negation P is a contradiction. P or negation P is a tautology. Then P and Q or P or Q have truth values are true as well as false. I show it with the help of example. Next take P and negation P. Take P or negation P. So what are the combinations? If it is only one preposition, there are only 2 rows in the truth table. True, false. So what is the negation of P? False, true. P or negation P. So that is a true, false, it returns as a true. False, true, it returns as a true value. So P or negation P is a tautology. Next, P and negation P. True, false is a false. False, true is also false. Then it is a both prepositions are false. It is a contradiction. It is a contradiction. Next, P or Q. True, false. Okay, true only. False, true is a true only. Okay, so this is a consisting of P or Q. P or Q means total 4 rows present in the truth table. P, Q, P or Q. True, true, true only. True, false, 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 true, then false, false, true is true. Then false, false is false. It consisting of the combination of true values as well as false values. So it is a contingency. We consider P and Q also. P and Q returns as a false because two prepositions are true, then only it returns true. For all the remaining combination, it returns as a false. So, it is a P or Q, or P and Q both are contingency. Both are contingency. So, what is meant by tautology? What is meant by contradiction? What is meant by contingency? Now, let us discuss about the differences between tautology, contradiction and contingency. So, first one is a definition. What is the definition of tautology? A statement that is always true regardless of the truth values. Okay, the truth values may be true or it is a false, but the final column of the truth table is true. Whatever the combination, whatever the truth value, the final column is a true, then it is called as a tautology. Now coming to the definition of contradiction, a statement that always returns false for any truth value, then it is a contradiction. For any values of the truth table, it returns as a false, then it is called as a contradiction. The third one is a contingency. Contingency means for any combination of input, some values are true, some values are false, then it is called as a contingency, consisting of either true or it is a false. Only true, tautology. Only false, contradiction. Both true and false, then it is called as a contingency. Second property is a truth table. So, what the truth table? How can we say that it is a tautology? All rows in the truth table result is true, then it is a tautology. What is meant by contradiction? All rows in the truth table result is false, then it is a contradiction. Some rows in the truth table result as a true, some values are result as a false, then it is a contingency. Third one is a logical form. Just now we already discussed P or negation P, then it is a tautology. P and negation P is a contradiction. Or P or Q, then P and Q both are consisting of different values like true or it is a false, then it is a contingency. For clear understanding, look at the table. Okay, here already written P or negation P returns as a true value, so it is a tautology. P and negation P consisting of all the values are false, it is a contradiction. P and Q, some values are true, some values are false, it is a contingency. P or Q, some values are true, some values are false, it is a contingency. So, what is the summary of this lecture is we discussed about what is meant by tautology. So, what is the definition of tautology, and also we discussed some examples whether it is a tautology or not. Then also we discussed about what is meant by tautology and contradiction and contingency. The differences of these three concepts are discussed now. Okay. Thank you.